Yep, a couple days late to this. I didn't even know I watched this live, but that's how life is. All right, Williams Zepeda beats Lamont Roach. I actually expected Roach to be more competitive in this fight. I thought he'd be able to counter Zepeda more. I think he'll at least be able to double the right more, something like that, put some more combos together, but apparently not. But I was right in the sense that his legs, like he wouldn't have enough legs to really get away from Zepeda's onslaught, and that's exactly what happened because for a big portion of the fight, or for most of the fight, he Zepeda would throw flurries at him, and he would stand there trying to defend it, which is cool and all, but he weren't really trying to counter it in between either. So even if a lot of the flurries weren't getting through, a lot of judges will still get around to Zepeda just because the mere fact that he has thrown something. And that's basically what happened throughout the fight. Lamont Roach did start off well. He was landing some good right hands. He was able to move about. Zepeda couldn't really do too much. Yeah, he hadn't really you know, um, gotten into his groove. Maybe he was still getting warmed up. He did have a year a layoff, so he probably was trying to get a bit warmed up. But say by like maybe round three, I guess ish. Um, that's when Zepeda really was started to warm up and throw a lot of volume punches, and Lamont Roach couldn't really adjust to it. He couldn't. Um, and that's just how it was, and it was like that for most of the fight. And you can tell by like round six that Lamont Roach was really feeling the pace. But yeah, William Zepeda outworks Lamont Roach. Um, you know, what next for Lamont Roach? He needs to go back to the drawing board. The drawing board. Some people may say he may need a new trainer, possibly. He's still a good fighter though. He is willing to take risks. He fought Jamel Herring. And then he fought Tank, and then he fought Pitbull and Zepeda. Tank, Pitbull, and Zepeda back to back. Do people not realize how serious that is? I think Roach doesn't get enough props for that. Fighting, Tank, Zepeda, Tank, Pitbull, and Zepeda back to back. That if in a row, three of those fights in a row, I really don't think he gets enough props for that. And we really think he should have won a Tank fight. Some even feel like he should have won a Pitbull fight as well. But unfortunately, those fights didn't go his way. As for Zepeda, what's next for him? Hopefully, a unification fight, but with the way boxing is, probably not. They're probably going to give him an easy touch, and just to make sure he gets to the fence, probably take it to, Mexico or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. But what I'd really like to see, in terms of unification, I would love to see him and Abdullah Mason. That would be fire. Oh shit. That fight would be crazy. That fight would be, oh man. There's not enough words to describe how hyped I would be if they announced that fight. um Then maybe what about the fight with Ray Muratala? That could happen, but I probably could sense that Muratala might move up. He fought on the undercard, beat Robson Conceição soundly. Because he's huge, Muratala. He is huge. I suspect he's bigger than Zepeda. Like bigger than Zepeda. And Zepeda he is a big lightweight, but I suspect he's bigger than Zepeda, Muratala. Who are the other champions in the weight? Totally forgot. The only ones I can think of right now are Mason and Muratala. But they'll probably if there's going to be unification, if Muratala does stay, they'll probably just make Mason and Muratala because they're both on top rank anyways. So they'll probably just do that one instead, which isn't as much of a spicy fight on paper, but it's still unification at the end of the day between two guys who are undefeated, who are in their prime years or close to their prime years. So I can't even remember who the other two champions are lightweight. Fuck. But anyways, that's all I'll say. I'm out.